Hello everyone, welcome to this video lecture. Today I am going to talk about the Renaissance and how it created a long-lasting ripple effect. This period, this movement changed the way people thought, created art and shared knowledge. From Johannes Gutenberg printing press to Shakespeare's dramas, the Renaissance shaped the modern world. In this presentation, I will explain how these ideas started and how they spread and how they still influence that people today. The world before Renaissance. Actually, it is an age of scarcity. Before the Renaissance, knowledge was a rare phenomena. It is a precious commodity. Books were painstakingly copied by hand in a laborious and time-consuming process. This restricted the disseminations of knowledge to a privileged few. It created a monopoly on information. So, a change happened to this world through the invention of the printing press. The printing press was actually a turning point of the Renaissance. Around the year 1440, Johannes Gutenberg, the German inventor, invented the printing press with a movable metal type. Before this invention, books were copied slowly by hand only. Gutenberg's machine made the books faster, cheaper and easier to produce. For the first time, ordinary people could maybe they get access to books and knowledge. It broke the control of the elite over information. In just a few years, Europe printed more books than in the previous 1,000 years. This rapid spread of knowledge pushed the Renaissance forward. The Renaissance actually began in the Italian city-states, especially the Florence. In Italy, the cities were highly rich because of that trade and banking only. This wealth supported the artists, writers and thinkers. Powerful families like Medici, they become the great patrons for the art. They spent money on art and architecture to show their status. Because of this support, many famous works of Renaissance were born in Florence. The city became the center of culture and creativity. Humanism, it was the main idea of the Renaissance. Actually, this concept, it came from the Roman thought only. Humanism focused on the value and potential of human beings. It encouraged people to think, question and explore. Humanists believed that human experience and reasons were very important. This was different from the old belief systems. In the medieval time, people give importance only to God. The older belief system placed God at the center of everything. The famous line, man is the measure of all things, it shows this new way of thinking. So this is the slogan for this Renaissance. Humanism becomes the slogan for Renaissance and man is the measure for all things. The Northern Renaissance. Slowly maybe the Renaissance spread, it spread from Italy. It moves from Italy. After the 1450, the Renaissance ideas gradually spread to Northern Europe. When these ideas crossed Alps, automatically they changed. The Northern Renaissance had a different style because the society there was very different. Italian artists focused on ideal forms and classical themes. Northern artists, maybe the Northern Europe artists, they focused on realism, daily life and simple religious values. Italy was supported by rich merchant families and the church. The case is very different in the Northern Europe. The North did not have the same level of patronage. The Protestant Reformations also shaped Northern ideas, so the Renaissance looked different in each region. The English Renaissance. It is the renaissance of words only. In England, Renaissance was mainly a movement of literature and music. Visual art was less important. This happened because many religious images were destroyed during the English Reformations. But literature flourished. New poetic forms like sonnet, they were introduced into England from Italy. Drama also changed. Playwright mixed the medieval theatre with classical ideas. The English language became stronger, especially because people were encouraged to read the Bible for themselves. So, what is the result of Renaissance in England? Italianate Englishmen were created. It is a culture of conflict only. Indeed, England admired Italy, but at the same time, they also feared it all. Some English people thought Italy was corrupt and dangerous. They worried that Italian culture might spoil English values. So there was a love-hate relationship. Italy inspired England, but at the same time, Italy also cast suspicion. This cultural tension influenced English writing. The English response to Renaissance, especially in literature, there's a very interesting fact to be noted because the English writers they both mastered as well as subverted the literary forms. Some English writers they did not simply copy the Italian models. They wanted to create something of their own. They modified Italian forms. They even challenged them also. Shakespeare is a very best example. William Shakespeare's sonnets it provide the most famous example of this anti-Petrarchan movement. For example, I'll quote it. Her eyes like twin bright suns, her hair of gold. In Shakespearean sonnets, in Shakespearean hands, it changed. My mistress' eyes are nothing like the sun. In one of his famous sonnets, Shakespeare directly challenges the usual style. He says his mistress does not look like a goddess. Her eyes are not like the sun. Her lips are not the bright red. Her voice is not musical. But he still loves her deeply. In the final lines, he says his love is rare and honest because it is not based on false comparisons. This was a bold and modern way of writing. In the apex, the world of Shakespeare. Undoubtedly, Shakespeare is the peak of the English Renaissance. Shakespeare became the greatest figure of English Renaissance. He changed drama forever. Before him, plays were simple and flat. Characters were not very deep. But Shakespeare created characters with complex thoughts and emotions. He used his knowledge of Greek and Roman classics. He shaped English identity through his sonnets and plays. Kings and common people in his works show real human feelings. This human focus is a strong sign of Renaissance thinking. From print to pixel, actually the unfinished revolution. The printing press in the initial stages it created a new world by spreading knowledge widely. Today, the digital age continues this revolution. Just like Gutenberg made books accessible, the internet makes information available to everyone. The next leap is the AI world. It democratizes that intelligence itself also. But the digital world also brings problems. Misinformations and fake news make it hard to trust what we read. So, the benefits and challenges of the digital age are similar to the early days of print. The four big changes of the Renaissance. The first one, information became abundant because of printing press. The second one, art became more realistic with techniques like perspective. Third, the world moved from a God-centered view to a human-centered one. Fourth, literature became more focused on individual people and their inner lives. These changes shaped the modern world we live in today. To conclude, the Renaissance was a great rebirth of ideas. It changed learning, art, literature, and human thinking. Its influence continues even today, from printed books to digital screens. By understanding the Renaissance, we understand how ideas grow and how they shape the world around us. Thank you.